Okay, it's Magpie2541 here with
Big Dan's BGM.
yeah, and we're going to be talking about Saw, the series in its entirety, our thoughts, and whatever else we can manage to come up with.
Alrighty, I guess, like all series, let's start with the original.
Yep. And what? Hang on. What do you mean by the original? Do you mean the first short film that's on YouTube? I'm not sure where you can get it, but I'm pretty sure I've got it in my
Oh,
phone.
yeah, Sever. Yeah, the original. Actually, it's also, if you get the special edition, it's on the DVD extras. Um, that's where I first saw it.
Okay.
And, yeah, it just, I don't know if they brought it to a film festival or just a director, I can't remember, but those guys got lucky. And now they're millionaires. Um,
I'd like to also point
yeah,
out that those guys are Aussie.
oh, yeah, Australia rules.
Yep.
Uh, So y'all got Arnold, y'all got Heath Ledger, y'all got the Fat Ozzy Bastard. uh,
And you got May.
Anywho, alright, let's see here. How did this movie impact or inspire you? Because when I saw it, it kind of like renewed my faith in films. Because I had seen so much television and wrestling and cartoons, I could predict what's going to happen in the plot. And when
Mm.
I was watching the first Saw movie, me and my friend, I was, it had me thinking. It made me think again, and I couldn't figure out who was the killer. I was trying to guess the killer the entire time, you know.
Well,
And,
from my point of view, it's kind of different because I actually saw five first because it was on at the theater, and a bunch of friends took me to see that, and I saw that.
yeah,
But even though I knew who the killer was in when I saw one, I did not
yeah,
predict that he was on the floor. Uh, I didn't even see that coming until the very end. And even though I knew who it was, it still shocked the hell out of me. I still was trying to figure out how he was watching and all that. And uh, I still love the end of that
yeah.
film the best. That's got to be the best ending out of all the films. I
Talking
must.
about capturing lightning in a bottle there.
Mm.
Yeah. I remember my friend. I was watching with him. He's like, "Holy crap, it's the dead guy!" And I thought about it. How he did it too. I guess right. He used muscle relaxers to keep him still as hell.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, he's just there hearing their little plot and secrets in the dark the whole time. And yeah, if you was with me, I was like, okay, maybe Danny Glover's the killer. Or okay, this guy's gonna be the killer. I was trying to figure out who's the plotter, you know? And the movie made me think again.
Yeah,
Uh,
I gotta say too, the whole time that was actually Tobin Bell lying on the floor for the entire film. That was not a dummy or anything. So props to Tobin for just lying there for pretty much the entire movie and then getting up and
yeah,
doing that. One thing I do love about all these movies though is the commentaries for each one of them as well, because especially the first one that I was laughing through that and with all
yeah.
the jokes. The guys like because the version I got, something got like Lee Winnell and James Wan. I'd love to get the one with them two plus Carrie
Oh
Yules.
yeah,
That
yeah. And once you gotta get a regular edition and the special edition because there's different commentaries on both. So I gotta go find the originals again.
yeah,
There's probably like 20 commentaries throughout all the DVDs combined.
yeah,
Um, let's see here. Yeah, I remember. They did that movie for only $1 million, which I guess is pretty hard nowadays to not do.
mm.
uh,
I mean,
it was,
and
it was,
when you think about it, it's such a sure, uh, such a small budget. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure a lot of that was for the special effects. Not probably not much of that actually went to the actors in it. So
yeah. Which makes me think. I hear like nowadays like IGM Studios got closed because the place that made the James Bond movies because actors were demanding too much for a salary.
Mm,
So it makes me wonder how they were hook Danny Glover into it. You
mm,
think he would have demanded a couple mil,
mm.
but huh? I guess he had enough to do on Saturday. But and I believe that's the only movie he's ever died in too. So
Really? I did not know that.
yeah, first yeah, it was like that movie had two first. The first movie Dan Glover ever died in, and the first horror movie where a female didn't die. Um, let's see. Yeah. So I guess on to did you see him? You saw five first, and then what the rest in order?
Pretty much, yeah, yeah. All the rest in order up to five. The second one I
Yeah,
don't
and
think
then
is the best
the
out of
second one came out. What was the what?
the second one is probably the worst I think of the whole lot because that's just
Yeah,
pretty.
the second was kind of weird. Yeah, I do like the idea, especially if because the huge the mansion, you kind of have to explore it a bit. Because the DVD, I gotta like show you, but on the special features, you get to like go to actually tour around the mansion and like click on stuff and I'll watch the special feature video. It's interesting. Um, but yeah, the second one, I think it was all just about the gore and stuff.
Mm.
But I did like the twist at the end where pretty much where Eric Matthews if he would have just sat there and just talked of Jigsaw, his son was like right next to him like 5 feet away. That's safe.
Yes.
Um,
Got it. He's going to be the worst detective out because if you watch it, there, all the stuff that's in the mansion, as you
yeah,
call it, is in the place with them. And I've got to say it too. I did predict at the end Shawnee Smith would turn out to be the apprentice and all that, but
yeah,
that.
because she was kind of leading everybody around and stuff.
Mm,
And you see, if she was gonna like, if she cleaned up her act as five Jigsaw, I think if the first thing for any Jigsaw survivor is to get out of town, move far away from that area, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah, it's courageous. Cause I don't think he's gonna track you down the road or something. uh, um, oh, they had a lot of funny like special features too. Like they made like a fake report on a real Jigsaw killer or something, or I don't know if it really was. uh, also, did you hear a rumor that some idiot also set up his own Jigsaw type trap on his friend and got his friend killed? Oh
No.
man.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, he was like duct taped to it, something. Had to break out of the Thailand artist's axe would swing down and give him the chest.
Oh,
Funny.
uh,
Anywho, the second one, yeah, I think the first time watching, we all thought he was like he was dead sitting in that van, because I kind of watched him as the series went on, but he lived on. Okay, then the third one came out, and that one was my favorite. The third one,
uh,
uh,
it's the one I watched least out of the three because there, in parts of it, for me, it seems to drag a bit, but I did like the end of it in it.
yeah,
But it's just a long way getting there, and it's I don't hate anyone that likes the third one because I actually do like it. It's just my least favorite out of the lot because I think it's the one I watched the least out of the lot. I do like the backstories in it and that, but
yeah, it did tie all together the loose ends of the first two films.
mm.
Um,
And it was the
and it
last
was
one
a
that
trilogy
Lee
of
Winnell
fucking
and
good
all that
ends.
had to anything to do.
Also, the last one, he was a what?
The last one Lee Winnell and James Wan had any real
Oh yeah.
connection with.
Yeah. Let's see here, and then Angus McFadden, the guy, the father in the movie, I kind of marked out for him because I'm a big Angus McFadden fan. um, and I'm like Braveheart. um,
Mhm.
And let's see, I thought the traps were like were really brutal at the time. Like I first read it from Blockbuster, and where when we got to the part where it twisted all that black dude's limbs and his head around.
Mm.
When I was listening to tape, and when Jigsaw said this one's my personal favorite, I paused it. I was like, if this is Jigsaw's personal favorite, this is not going to be good. and and I still can't believe that the idiot could not get over his anger and kill Jigsaw,
Mm.
dooming his family.
Yeah. I'd like to also
Yeah,
point out that my nickname for that trap, the one you mentioned, is the Twist and
yeah.
Shout. I nicknamed it the Twist and Shout trap because it twists and you shout.
Yeah, that's neat. I never looked up all the names for the traps.
Mm,
Thought it was something not different, but
mm.
such for one judge, I was standing away in the shotgun.
I
uh,
got it! Bang!
Brand's dead. I do this little. It's just like, wait, there's a second survivor in a Saw movie. Oh, but that movie did kind of mark the series, from part three on. Like all the Saw movies had like one character going through all different sorts of rooms and rides.
Mm.
As you know, throughout the series.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Once again, Jigsaw. And I didn't think there was gonna be a fourth one since he died, but I was listening to the commentary, and they're like, if you notice, there's like 10 subtle hints that to the fourth one. I'm like, what? The only one that's obvious was the candle wax one. But
Mm.
okay. And then let's see here. I guess move on to Saw 4,
Yeah.
which technically to I think theaters, that's when the movie started taking a dip down. They stopped taking it seriously.
No,
Um,
can I actually kind of like four a bit, because
like 4, due to the ratings wise, I mean.
um, and it marks the beginning of Costas's Mandalore's character's rise and all that. But I understand why people probably don't like it, but I do. I think it's
I liked it. Well, I think it was, yeah, I believe it was goriest of all. My opinion.
mm, I get to see that, but I don't think it has the glorious trap in it. I think that's in five personally. But
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, and got Riggs running around, and once again, can't have it sucks for Eric Matthews having to die, especially getting squished by ice cubes. Because he went through so much hell he didn't deserve. He kind of you just let the guy off. uh, um, and and Riggs once again he could have just apparently his problem was he kept going, make rash decisions, and if he didn't go for the door, it would have fine. Basically saying he could have stayed home and watched a movie, and that was it. He would have passed his test. Just don't do it. Sit down, don't do anything for 2 hours.
yeah,
Uh, okay, then fifth one. I'll be honest. Ironically, I'll be honest with you. The fifth one is my least favorite. Uh, uh,
watching it a couple of times over, I can understand why people don't like it, and comparing it to the rest. I just
yeah,
personally I like the end of this because I love the how the at the end the Costas is in that uh, glass coffin, and it goes back like in a like a old style vampire sort of way, and he tilts his head
yeah,
to one side and just looks at him, and I just the FBI guy is
oh,
so stupid.
yeah.
I think it pretty much says get in the box and you'll live. Stay out of the box, you die. Oh,
Yeah. Now, it looked like the damn that Bonds guy's a little bit of history. I think it first appeared in 3 or 4 or something. Well, basically, but the trap they never used.
Mm,
But they described it basically like he lays in that a lot of it's basically those money bots this guys get in, blow all the money around rapidly.
mm,
This time, but instead of being blown over glass, would be blown everywhere, and you gotta like get a key out of all that flying shit.
uh,
Um, so that glass would cut you to pieces, but apparently they never green lighted it or something.
mm.
And then that start you call him Kaufman or something. I think his name's Kaufman. Kaufman. That started his rise as the
Hoffman.
villain, and I guess it was kind of hard to accept him over Jigsaw.
Mm,
Um, but it's kind of cool to see Jigsaw like in like civilian mode a bit from like four on,
mm.
basically. And let's see here. But yeah, then there's that basically the process of elimination again. Like they all realized their mistake too late. Like they should have killed off the other survivors. In that group of five there.
Yeah, they all could have gotten out of there alive.
Yeah, that,
And must say that the last trap in that one where they have to stick their hand in and get a cut and so they can get blood out, it's the most inefficient way to get blood out
yeah,
of you, by the way. But that to me, that even that trap just leaves me a bit squeamish to this day watching that one. Uh,
yeah,
but as I said, five is the first one I saw, and it's one of my favorites out of the lot, but not
yeah.
the
Like
top
you're like, wow,
three.
I can watch the rest.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember that with that one trap. At first, I thought the woman was not moaning hard enough, like her screaming. Like I thought she was faking it, so the guy could kill himself. But yeah, but still, I had to look away too. It was just a little too long, and yeah, I probably would just smash the girl's head over the on the thing to shove her limbs in. Still, I don't know. Even if all five of us was there, I don't know if I could stick my hand in that thing. I'll just be like, dude, I'll give you $1 million if you just use both hands. Yeah, the idea of freaking uh, doing something really ghastly to survive is great.
Yeah.
So basically, like I'm sure like a lot of people like see at least movies and are like, okay, I would probably want to do that one, or no way get me through that one,
Mm.
stuff like that. Uh, I guess before we move on to Sids, have you played or seen walkthroughs of the Saw video games?
I've actually got the Saw video game, but I'm kind of put it down for the moment. I'm
Yeah,
stuck at I think it's like the very first one of the very first traps, the one with Amanda, I think it is, and I'm just stuck. And it's not fun enough for me to play it through at the moment, but
yeah,
I will get back to it sooner or later, I think.
yeah, yeah. If I was just like look up the Saw review for the game review for by the Super Gaming Brothers, that review is awesome,
Mm.
hilarious. Um, but I do like they do in the game they do this one trap on Avi, the guy who died in the fire pit, number two,
Okay.
and MBC. And the lesson for him was he wanted to be tested by Jigsaw so badly, put him on these painful traps. And so when it comes to his turn, you play the guy having to save him, and Jigsaw's like, what you must do is convince the detective why he should let you live. Yeah, like so. Yeah, Jigsaw pretty much says, okay, tell him how much of a nice person you are. And here's what you gotta do. This is uh, so Jigsaw's good at outsinging people, that's for sure.
Mm.
All right, six.
My favorite
Since
of
I
all the
heard,
sequels.
yeah, I was about to say, since I heard, honestly, I heard it tank the most, but I love six.
Yeah.
You say your favorite of the series?
Favorite of the sequels.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, six was real good. Let's hear what. Oh yeah, the insurance guy. I think it's a sad truth that some insurance companies work like that. It's fucked up. But they got what they know. Makes
Yeah.
me wonder how they kidnapped all those people. There's like 20 different survivors in that one. Um, and
And
then he got screwed by the acid in the end. Oh god.
yeah, that one
Yeah, I
nearly
think
had
was
me
that.
puking. That one and the first
Yeah,
bit where the woman's got a hack off her arm nearly had me puking in the theater. Both times I went and saw this because I actually saw this a couple of times. Two, maybe three times at the theater. I actually went and saw this because I just love this one. It's my favorite of all the sequels, like I said, and oh,
yeah, I like that. I like that. Like, um, yeah. Oh man. I like the lady who did hack off her arm, and she's like, "What the fuck do I have to learn from this? Yeah, this is bullshit." You know.
mhm.
Yeah. It's like, wonder what Hoffman thinks on that. Like, it didn't work. You know, like I guess she didn't see the moral lesson, or she saw through the bullshit in a way. You know,
Mm.
because yeah, apparently by then there was like a bajillion like freak movie seven. Uh, so yeah, the acid in part two. I remember I seen a similar death like that in a movie called 2001 Maniacs,
Okay.
um, which stars what's his name? Yeah, he was the guy who played Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he plays the villain in it, and someone else dies like and they think it's moonshine, but he drinks the straw and it's freaking neurotic acid and melts out his stomach.
Ugh.
But yeah, so I knew what to expect. Um, but yeah, I think everyone saw like, oh, the teenage boy's gonna flip that switch. You know, he can't control his emotions.
Yeah.
The mom, yeah, mom was not out of the way.
Mm.
But yeah, Jigsaw was just killing so many people. Having him kill so many people. I guess it was Hoffman really.
Mm.
Uh, I'm surprised Hoffman was really carrying on the name because since Jigsaw's far dead, uh,
Mm.
yeah. Oh, that's right. They pretty much caught his ass at the end too, and he should kill them all.
Mm, yeah. And I like the little tag on the end with Amanda. It kind of it makes you think again about watching three after you see Amanda's not as
Yeah,
lunatic as you thought she was in um three. You see that she's under a great deal of
yeah,
pressure and all that.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and, yeah. I can't believe that they almost that Jigsaw's wife almost got him in this one. That was a cool way to end it.
Mm.
Like, yeah, you didn't expect. But then movie seven comes around. Saw 3D. Did you see it in 3D?
Yeah, I went and saw it in 3D.
It's
I
really good.
just I didn't really think that 3D really suited this, and I think it kind of hampered the traps in this a bit. Like, no, none of them are really that good except for uh the first one. And I watched this through with the writer's commentary. The second time I watched it, and I think if the studio had let them just do the two-part finale of it, you would have had a lot better movie. Things would have made a lot more sense, and you would have gotten more detail about why Dr. Gordon turns out to be
So it would have been like, I wonder if there's like a written script somewhere online.
mm,
But yeah, someone kind of pissed me off. But at least there's a part of it that pissed me off. Basically, the guys getting put through a test. The fake book writer.
yeah,
Um, yeah, what pissed me off is that every single trap where he had to save somebody or something, he failed last second. And
yeah,
every single one.
yeah, and
Normally, they kind of ends up with one guy. What was that?
yeah, I agree with you. The failing at the last second, oh come on. Except for maybe the one
Yeah,
where the guy's hanging and it's what last few seconds. It's like, come on.
yeah, because like you do like 5 times. Usually there's like yeah, you fail one last thing once, then you get past one, or fail miserably at one, or you I don't know, just mix up the results a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
By the way, you know that one where
Patience.
the woman's got to be silent and rip the thing out of her
Oh yeah.
mouth. No way. What and he could have got the key out without her screaming. No way. So that thing was rigged
Yeah.
from the
How
start.
sticky.
That's the publicist one. The,
Yeah.
and I knew the lawyer was gonna die. I had no,
Was that the one where you had to hold up the bars and have it get stabbed in the sides?
yeah, which made no sense to me whatsoever. No way he's gonna be able to do that with being stabbed or something. There should have been some way he got pain through it without doing that. Maybe something happens to his hands or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh. Yeah. I can imagine it's like squeezing tighter and stuff. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But I think yeah, he said horror before. I remember when he had to rip out his teeth. I'm like, okay, this is just easy compared to stuff lately.
Yeah, after all the
um.
shit he's been through, all he's got to do is rip out his teeth. I can see that.
Yeah.
But the worst,
Um.
to me, all those traps in Saw 3D. That's the worst part of the story. The other part of the story with the Jill and all that. That's good. That's
The one.
good. But
Yeah.
the rest of that the and the other problem I have with it, the end of six, I was thinking, man, Jill's a badass. She's comes in, puts the trap on his head, and then you get to the next movie, she's a complete coward. She's not standing up to him or
I don't know.
the as well as she was in the last one. Like it's like complete character change. In my
I don't know. You think yeah, the smartest thing she would have done is just stayed in that room to make sure he freaking dies. Bash a club over his head or something if he starts moving.
yeah.
You know.
But I love at the end
Uh,
where Hoffman puts the original jaw trap on
yeah.
his head. If they had midnight viewings,
And it was kind of sad and shocking to see her. What?
I was gonna say if there was midnight viewings over here and I was in the theater with a whole bunch of Saw fans, I guarantee you there would have been a big cheer when he turns and gets the original jaw trap. I guarantee there would have been a cheer because I was like, yes, that use that one, and that to me that kind of brought it around full circle, but still there was the end, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell the difference between them all. It's like, it was kind of shocking and sad to see her die. She's trying to get away so bad. It's kind of when the killer monster gets the end.
Mm.
Um, and it was actually kind of interesting to finally see someone get hit and killed with the jaw trap after like 3 fails throughout the series.
Yeah.
That's what I finally was like, ew. um, and Hoffman, he was like a badass. He pretty much killed the entire police department.
Yeah.
A knife, a trap.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and yeah, probably the two things Jill should know is one, get a freaking gun.
Yeah.
Christ, you know, or she's good, man. Or two, get out of town. That's that.
Yeah, but I guess she thought, oh well, where she ran to, he would find her. What are your thoughts
Yeah.
about the end of this with Dr. Gordon ended up being
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Thinking first, I want to. What's with the therapy groups too? Like, there's like they got so many different people in a Fairbank group kind of saw and they showed flash of these traps. They're like way interesting than what's in the movie. I want to see that.
Mm.
And then yeah, Gordon, it's kind of crazy how this old man with cancer is like setting these traps, making so much stuff steps ahead of advance, grooming apprentices and grooming secret apprentices on the side to root out the bad apprentices.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I didn't see it coming. And I was it's kind of weird, like Gordon was acting a little dark in the beginning, but I can understand.
Yeah.
He kind of saw through bullshit me, but and pull off the mask at the end, like, well, uh,
Mm. I got to point out too. I watched a bunch of videos where this guy was talking about the fact that the Dr. Gordon was going to be the main. He was going to be the real Jigsaw or whatever. But I always suspected that there were after watching those videos on that he was somehow going to end up being involved, and I'm glad that it turned out the way it did. But again, you're left wondering why. Why is he doing all this? Like with Amanda, you got some kind of explanation. With Hoffman, you got some kind of explanation, but with him, you
yeah,
didn't really get one. Uh, and as I said,
yeah,
when I watched the commentary in the last movie with the writers, uh, the movie that they were gonna do, the two-part final chapter that they were gonna do, made a hell of a lot more sense. It was gonna turn out that there was gonna be the whole first part of the final chapter was gonna be an entire flashback, and the public trap was gonna have be the big reveal of Dr. Gordon, and the whole next movie you're gonna find out why he was doing it. And oh, to me, there has to be an eighth movie to
yeah,
explain why he's doing this. And I'm glad that in an interview recently, apparently the with Lee Winnell, he was saying, "Yeah, we'd like to do another Saw movie. We if we have a good enough idea." And to me, there has to be one to at least explain why Dr. Gordon's doing all this. And
yeah. I mean, I think it sort of seems like complete now that you kind of tell me that because I didn't hear the commentary on that one. Uh,
mm,
maybe like the studio just got tired of cranking out Saw movies every year because it does seem a little like underdeveloped to do one every year. But uh, they could bring one back, a couple, give it a little bit of time, I guess.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I guess let people miss it or something. But yeah, Gordon Aerosmith, why he went eat rogue or Pat Evil. Let's hear what was I gonna say about Gordon? Anyways, at least Hoffman didn't get what he deserved in the end.
mm,
Um, but yeah, I don't think he could have been the real Jigsaw at least not throughout the series because the Jigsaw murders would be happening throughout town, and of course Hoffman would have to as his cop persona had to investigate Jigsaw murders and be like, who the fuck did this one? He would give himself away.
mm. I gotta say
Uh,
too, if uh, out of all the accomplices, oh, I don't know where I was going with that. Don't worry. uh, I still say that there has to be an eighth movie just to wrap things up, like Saw 8 epilogue or Saw 8 the final chapter part 2 or something. There has to be some sort of
yeah,
explanation.
yeah, I think they should have.
Mm,
Yeah, I think they got like the rug pulled out from your feet on that one, but
mm,
uh, yeah, so like it's been three movies alive and four movies dead so far. It's just I think like film producers stuff. No one's taking them seriously anymore.
mm.
The fans are always saying it's gonna take them seriously.
Uh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I know why there were that the Saw 3D was going to be the last one because six did so bad, and uh
Much so.
yeah, Saw because Saw 6 did so bad,
Yeah.
the theater was the film company didn't want to back the two-part finale. They only wanted one, and unfortunately, when I first saw that, I thought, well, we're gonna get at least to get another Saw movie, and uh, hopefully it will be done right. And unfortunately, it wasn't done entirely right. Like the
Yeah.
traps sucked, um, but it made a lot of money. So
The
hopefully,
traps are decent. Yeah. Like you think they would go back to their old budget roots, go back to the first one or two and pull that remember out of your ass, like show them,
mm,
all out. Um, yeah, cause one was done pretty simple, just to get them all in cage a small area,
mm,
set up something.
it was all done pretty much
And
in one building as well. So
yeah, I like how they work with transitions so well. Pretty much, every transition is an actual transition. One guy flies through a window, it's like as other guy stepping through into the camera.
yeah,
Another office building. Yeah, I say they should really stick to their strengths and stuff. And I think they got I think after a few, and they just got comfortable right away or something.
mm,
They thought I think they could have wrote anything and it would have worked. People were eating the shit up. But that's why like most like Freddy Krueger and Jason films, they kind of only went like seven at the most or something. Then it's just a special one every few years.
yeah. Uh, mm. But anyway, I still. What are your thoughts? Do you think they should do another movie to?
Uh, yeah, I said, sure. I would love to see it. They can continue the series to like I guess I would see. I'm one of those fans I would like to see one every year or something. So as honestly, kind of makes sense. I like the fact that and like and five on or six on since 70 keep going back and explaining shit like from all the way back in the first couple movies. I just think that they'd be like dipping back too far all the time. It makes the timeline screwy.
Yeah.
Like they make a further their movie explaining the shit happens in the past movies.
Well,
Um,
what I liked about six, when they did the flashbacks in six, it
yeah,
was all to do with the one guy and explaining why he's going through this series of traps. There wasn't a lot of police stuff in that one. It was just pretty much the one guy going through everything, and
yeah,
the only police stuff was concerning Hoffman, which was okay in my opinion. That they had to kind of start wrapping up his story a bit. And what I did like also is in every movie they mentioned Dr. Gordon in some way. They mentioned it in a flashback in two or something. I know in three there there was a mention of him by the doctor in that, which made sense. Trying to remember all of them, but yeah, there was in some way he was mentioned. I think
yeah,
only in five it was his name on a piece of paper. I think was all it was. Uh, uh,
yeah. Yeah, like the video games are like kind of twists on the movie. Like the first one you play, it's like a tap. I don't know where in the timeline, but before or after.
it's
But in the
apparently
second
between
movie,
one and two.
yeah, in the second movie, I think you play as the reporter dude who died in the second one in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Only like it's the guy with more brains than balls, apparently. Um, I played the demo. I think the demo off Xbox Live or something.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't know they had made
let's
another
see.
one.
Yeah, yeah, you can probably find the demo on Xbox or PS3 Live.
Mm.
What was I gonna say? So like I said, they probably probably is a time to get a rest if we need to, I guess. But yeah, they can. Yeah, like I said, they just got to try harder if they want to impress the movie people.
Mm.
But yeah, it's like can't count them out. Can't count them out. And excellent series. I love it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll admit. When I got to five, I was kind of depressed. I mean, I stopped like um going to theaters after that, and I love the trailer to Sits too. I was kind of impressed, but I didn't go to see it because five depressed me so much. Because remember, so I was like, "How's Saw 5?" Like, oh, it's carried to the fourth one. I kind of would believe I gave the benefit of the doubt, and I thought it was worse than four.
Mm.
But then one day I saw it in one of those rental movie boxes. I don't know if you got in Australia, but I like saw Sits and Seven. Like, I was rented too. I haven't seen it, and I saw Sits, loved it. Then saw Seven, was like, but
Yeah.
it ended the story.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that's why a lot of people went and saw it. All the Saw fans went and saw it because they thought, oh, we're gonna get to see the end of it. Or maybe when the Saw
yeah,
6 came out, they went and saw
yeah, it's
Paranormal.
like I'm so
They probably all got it on
I'm sorry.
DVD anyway. All the fans that didn't see it at the
Um,
theater.
yeah, I think I saw Seven. It's like time I never saw. What? It's the last one. Shit, I had to go. um, let's see here. Oh, what we should do is make a video of like the top 10 traps. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I'll start. I think. But as far as this video goes, do you think we've wrapped it up here?
Yeah, it's like coming up on the 3-parter mark. Um, but for some reason, I keep seeing the trap it sits where the first or second one where the guys they have to hold their breath or it crushes their sides and stuff.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
6. Yeah, that's good.
yeah. I mean, that one seems so cruel. Anywho,
Yeah.
yeah. So your final thoughts?
Um, my final thoughts are 6 was the best sequel out of the lot. Unfortunately, not too many people saw it at the theater. I'm betting a lot of people probably bought it on DVD after they rented it out or something.
Yeah, that's
But the first, well, that's probably the best out of the lot. The second movie is probably the Saw 2 is probably the worst of all the sequels in my opinion. Uh, I understand with the rest of the movies though, there's differing opinions on those ones. But yeah, and there has to be another movie to explain why Dr. Gordon did what he did. That's my absolute opinion on the series.
yeah. I think the best thing is for a fan is be optimistic. You know, that's the best way you can do it. Okay, I guess Big Dance. Guess saying goodbye.
And
And
Magpie 2541 as well.
enjoy the life you live.